Daniel Radcliffe. Since I feel like following your career since like post Harry Potter, you've done lots of indie films, and this feels like the first kind of commercial one you've done since. Why was this the one you wanted to get back into it with?
Just because it was very, very sweet, and I do like there is something nice about. There was something very genuinely nostalgic about it being the Playmobil movie, because like I did play with Playmobil as a child, and the fact that like as you said, I've done lots of like kind of weird films that like my friends' kids or my godkids cannot see. So it is nice to do something that they will be able to like go and watch, and also to the fact that there's the fact that there will be toys and stuff like that is sort of like a nice thing for me to play with them. It's like and because it's not a toy that looks like me, there's like a layer of separation where I can kind of enjoy giving it to them more and stuff. So yeah.
I suppose because it is like, it doesn't look like you. Also, again, quite suave character. And I'm used to playing you awkward kind of characters.
Yeah, that's more my mold.
It's amazing to play like a kind of, this is your alter ego. You finally let loose on the world.
Yeah, exactly. No, well, there is something incredibly fun about playing just kind of a unbelievably confident, kind of to the point of being oblivious person who is, kind of constantly undercut by other characters, sort of making him realise that he's not as maybe smooth as he thinks he is. But like there was something kind of enormously appealing about just playing this kind of ridiculously confident, self-assured character. Because I don't do a lot of that, as you observed.
I suppose it has this kind of. I know you're technically not doing what Rex Dasher does, but has it made you think, oh, maybe I could do a spy movie, or is this the closest you'll kind of get to it?
I think, in the right circumstances, I think you can do, if the story around it fits, if there's a reason that a person like me would be being cast as a spy, then yeah. But like I have to say, like whenever I get like big action movies where like somebody goes from not being able to do anything to suddenly turning into like Jason Bourne in the third act, I always am like, I don't believe that I would. I don't think you should cast me as this. I don't think I'm somebody that just like looks like they could have a fight generally. So yeah, I don't know. If in the right circumstances, I would love to do a spy movie, but it might be more like Spy with Melissa McCarthy than like a spy movie.
Yeah, Johnny English.
Yeah, there we go. Well, they just had a third. Was it a third one or a fourth one? They just came out?
They're making so many remakes.
Who knows? The time will come. Yeah, absolutely.
Are there any like films or kind of roles that you want to do that you're kind of itching to play, or even characters that again we do so many remakes that you could like to have a go at?
Not really, because that's the thing. Most of the films that like I love, I don't think I would want to see remade, and I certainly don't think that I would want to be in the remakes of them, just because.
So you don't want to be Wolverine, because there was that whole thing, wasn't there?
There was that whole thing where I made such what I thought was an obvious joke about like I think I said like Wolverine if he'd been like shrunk in a hot wash, and then people thought that was serious.
No,
that
it's
went
happening. Let's confirm it right now.
No, people did. Like, I got onto set on this next job in Australia and was like, so you're playing Wolverine? That's awesome, man. I was like, no, I was a joke. But yeah, joking in interviews can sometimes take a strange turn.
To be fair, you do have time, considering X-Men is finally over and Kevin Feige said that they're going to be a while before they do any X-Men movies. So you could grow into the...
I mean, maybe, but I think that's the thing. In the comics, I think Wolverine is actually supposed to be like super short.
Well, they said Bob Hoskins would have been the perfect guy to play. Not saying that you're a Bob Hoskins.
No, I'm the next. Well, after Bob Hoskins, you then think of me. Yeah, right. I love Bob Hoskins. I actually would be very happy with that.
Well, you could do Super Mario Bros. Then instead.
Yeah. Oh man, people forget about that film. I forgot about that film.
It was I love that film.
That was a crazy movie.
See, this is my other thing about kind of, there are a lot of kind of kitschy kind of movies like this, and like Marvel and Harry Potter and Playmobil, all these kind of, popular art forms. But there's a lot of critics out there who kind of, and as someone who's done the avant-garde type of films, they kind of don't classify it in the same way. What do you think about this argument? Because I think it's a bit unfair.
Right. No, I mean, I totally... Yeah, I think there is a place for like appreciating films that know what they are and are not necessarily trying to be, high art all the time. Although I think, movies like, Potter or Marvel or whatever, like I think they also are. Like I think there is like a myth that goes around that like it's much more of an artistic struggle somehow to make an indie movie than it is to make a big movie. Like, it's not easy to make a huge franchise of movies. Like, what they're doing on those Marvel films are, like, a huge amount of work.
I saw Endgame last night. And
oh, really?
Yeah.
Right. So, like, it's ridiculous what goes into those movies, and it's amazing. And yeah, I'm not... I'm not at all the like I was very when that like most popular film Oscar thing was being suggested. I was like, this is not something we should be doing. We shouldn't divide films like that.